There's been this story unfolding in Tennessee for like the last week or so that has made me lose the little bit of hope that I had left for humanity, for our society as a whole. Apparently, there's this woman that runs a waxing business. And by waxing business, I mean that she basically waxes coochies in her spare bedroom. Well, she had the bright idea that it was time to teach her kid the hustle. Now, I have no problem with people involving their kids in their family businesses. I have no problem with parents who teach their kids a trade, or parents who want to instill a solid work ethic within their kids. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with having your kid work the cash register at your mom and pop hardware store. I don't see anything wrong with having your kid answer the phone at your takeout restaurant. I don't see anything wrong with like a mechanic teaching their kid how to work on cars. I don't see anything wrong with that. But if your business is literally waxing coochies in your spare bedroom, maybe that's a business that you wouldn't want to involve your kids in. Especially when they're like 5 years old. And that's the situation that is unfolding right now. A mother decided it was a good idea to have her 5-year-old child helping her wax vajayjays. I'm not joking. It may sound kind of alarming. It sounds kind of crazy. But I assure you, this is a real news story. Not only did this woman allow her 5-year-old child to help her wax women's private parts, she felt so proud about it that she posted photos and videos online of her child doing this. I mean, grown, big behind women, legs cocked up, spread in the air, with this 5-year-old child waxing them. Now, I'm obviously not going to show the pictures and videos, and I think that people should stop spreading them around, and I would encourage other YouTube and content creators not to spread these photos, because at the end of the day, this is a 5-year-old child. But I guess she felt like she had a proud mother moment. I don't know what to call it. But she posted all of these photos of her 5-year-old daughter waxing these women, and it sparked a debate online. It sparked a debate. But in my opinion, there's nothing to debate about. This is obviously wrong. There's no conversation to be had, but unfortunately, in the world we're living in, she had a lot of people in her comment section, a lot of locals, I guess, that she knows, who were like, "Yes, queen, you go, girl. Standing on business. You go, you strong queen." You know what I mean? They were encouraging this nonsense. As if, oh, this is a great hustler-like mentality. You're teaching your child, how to make money, blah, 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 blah. All this freaking trashy nonsense. Supporting this woman, it wasn't until the photo started going viral that the debate started, and still to this day, there's still people sitting here defending this woman as if this is a good thing. But it's very obviously not. In fact, I mean, this goes well beyond, how can I put it? This goes well beyond a debate. There should be criminal charges here. This is illegal in many different ways. I don't think this woman has any business being around kids anymore at this point, if these are the type of decisions that she's willing to make with a 5-year-old child. Exposing a 5-year-old child to dozens of random naked women who are dumb enough to come to your house to wax their coochies. You got to think about the type of people this little girl must have been dealing with. These are people who are either broke or desperate enough to go to some random house just some random house to go get their vajayjays waxed by someone who I'm sure, shouldn't even be doing this in their house to begin with, let alone having their 5-year-old do it for them as they videotaped it. But like I said, for some reason, this has sparked a huge debate online. And that's kind of discouraging to see, because we should all be on the same page here. There's really no argument or a debate to be had. Yet some people are defending this. But here is how it's going now.
Now to a breaking news update. A Memphis mother has been arrested and charged after posting several photos online of her daughter waxing adults. Jasmine Moss is now facing a misdemeanor charge for child abuse and neglect. WREG's Jarita Patterson has more on a story that has garnered national attention.
It was a social media post last week igniting an online firestorm. A Memphis mother releasing photos showing her 5-year-old daughter helping to wax dozens of clients. In one of the pictures, which we are not showing, there is a little girl detectives describe as applying hot wax to the private area of an adult. Now it is the photo of the mother seen here in her mugshot making its rounds. Investigators say what happened at this Glenbrook Street home, which doubles as a place of business, is why Jasmine Moss is charged with child abuse and neglect.
That's not what we do here in Westwood.
With there being a child involved, many shied away from our camera, but there's no avoiding what detectives say happened that landed Moss in lockup on the eve of her birthday. There are reminders this is a home where children live, a kid's scooter, stickers decorating the front windows, and there's this sign, letting those passing by know children are cared for.
No, we can't have 5-year-old kids doing stuff like that.
Although many neighbors were hesitant about speaking publicly, many of you were not. We have learned dozens of complaints were made concerning the woman who operates her business out of her home, but she is now calling Jail East home after she was arrested and charged. While we were at Moss's home, a woman wearing what appears to be a city or county badge stopped by before continuing on to another nearby house. Property records show it's owned by those with the same last name, Moss. For now, this Memphis mother remains in lockup following a post that ruffled feathers. In Southwest Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG. News Channel 3.
All right, a story that's turning heads. And Jasmine Moss is scheduled to face a judge tomorrow morning. In the meantime, a joint investigation has been launched by Memphis Police and the Department of...
I think that the mother should have been hit with even more charges. And I'll go ahead and be that person. The people who showed up at her home and allowed her 5-year-old daughter to wax them, I think maybe some of them deserve some charges as well. Because the worst part of this story to me is not that the mother was dumb and sick and twisted enough to allow her 5-year-old to do this. That's not the worst part of the story, in my opinion. The worst part of the story is that there were dozens of women who were, I guess, okay with this. Dozens of women who allowed this to happen. We can look at the mother all day, and I'm not trying to take any blame from her. We already know, something's wrong with that woman, right? But if you're this dumb, sick, twisted, I don't even think I can say the words that I want to say on this platform, but if you're this type of mother, we get the type of person you are. It sucks, it's bad. But how did you find dozens of people who are just as dumb and twisted and weird as you to allow a 5-year-old to do this? If I walked into a barber shop tomorrow to get a normal haircut, not a waxing, nothing to do with pubes, none of that, If I walked into a normal barber shop tomorrow to get a normal haircut, and they walked out a 5-year-old to cut my hair, I would refuse. I would say no. I'm not going to allow a random 5-year-old to give me a haircut. So to sit down, spread your legs, and allow a 5-year-old to wax your vajayjay. Think about how extreme that is and how no one saw anything wrong. It took out-of-towners, it took the internet to say, hey, wait, this is wrong. Because not only did the mother not realize it was wrong or whatever she's got going on, her clients were all for it. A lot of the local friends that she was dealing with on Instagram are still defending her. It took the internet to step in and be like, hey, wait, what in the hell is going on here? So as sick as the mother is, she was obviously able to find a lot of other just idiots who were willing to allow this to happen. Maybe they were broke and desperate enough that, hey, I don't want to spend $100 to go get a bikini wax at my local, professional spot. So I'm going to go give this person $20 and allow their 5-year-old to wax my vagina. It's not funny, but God, man, what in the hell? Why? Why every day are we seeing stuff like this? What? People have lost their minds collectively. And that's why you need people like me on the internet calling this stuff out. Some people think I'm harsh in my criticisms of certain things. Some people think I'm harsh in my criticisms of celebrities and Britney Spears and just random things that I cover on this channel. But you need people like me. Because without people like me, you have people like the people who were encouraging this woman, not telling her, hey, this is a bad look to have a 5-year-old waxing vajayjays on your Instagram, promoting it. Hey, everyone, come get your cat waxed over here by my 5-year-old. It's a sick world we live in. It's getting sicker by the day. I'm going to continue to call it out. And if you like me calling it out, you should support the channel by subscribing. If you're feeling generous and you would like to donate to the channel, you could do so via CashApp. I'll have my CashApp in the pinned comment. You could also support the channel by sharing this video, liking, all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.